Game 1 of the NBA Finals is in the books. Time to look ahead to Game 2. Dallas, 2 for 2 this postseason when trailing in a series. Can they make it 3 for 3 on Sunday? We'll talk about that. But first, Mark Zinno and I have 3 MLB plays for you on Friday. Mark, you are up first, starting us off with a double play, and you're taking us out to the West Coast.
Yeah, San Diego Padres have lost 5 in a row now, and I'm going to be crazy enough to step in the middle of the streak and back them to get a win here against Brandon Pfaadt of Arizona. Numbers just sort of pop out to me. Pfaadt's got an ERA that's a run higher on the road this year, and strangely enough, his ERA at night is 5.36 compared to 2.90 during the day, and so this game starts at night. And I don't think Pfaadt has been all that good. I know what he did last year in the postseason was pretty remarkable, but the numbers this year have told you he's just not at this point in time. You know, he's given up at least 3 runs or more in 5 of his last 6 starts, and he's just been a guy that hasn't really produced enough situations for the Diamondbacks to win games. I feel like the Padres have to snap out of this thing sooner rather than later. So we'll take the chance, roll the dice, jump in on the Pirates at a very manageable number at around minus 125 here to get a win at home and snap the 5-game losing streak.
There you see it. Zinno taking the Padres to snap out of it. You know who I don't think is going to snap out of it, Mark, is the Chicago White Sox, who absolutely stink. This is a team that has lost 14 consecutive games now, and they are favored on Friday. They are slight favorites at home over the Red Sox. I know Garrett Crochet is on the mound, and a third of the White Sox wins this year have come in Crochet starts, 5 of 15. Guys, the White Sox are going to lose 110 games. I mean, somebody get Adam Trigger on the phone here. I mean, not even he can justify this price that the White Sox would be a slight favorite here. Yes, there's nothing phony about Crochet. He's pitched. He's actually allowed 3 runs total in his last 5 starts, 4 runs in his last 6 starts. So he's pitched well. But guess what, guys? He's yet to go longer than 6 innings, which means for 3 innings, you're going to have to stomach the White Sox bullpen, which has an ERA over 5 at home, a whip approaching 1.6. Cooper Criswell for the Red Sox, he's not bad. The team's 7-2 with him on the mound this year. Oh, by the way, Boston completely annihilated Chicago last night, 14-2. The White Sox this season are 0-5 after allowing 10 or more runs in their previous game. This line is absurd, Zinno. There is absolutely no way the White Sox should be favored against anyone, anywhere, anytime. Give me Boston on Friday. That is my half of the double play to go along with your play on the Padres. All right, Game 1 of the NBA Finals is in the books. We do need to look ahead to Game 2, which is not until Sunday. My God, we have this interminable wait for the finals to start. Now there's 2 days off. Looks like the Mavs have their work cut out for them, Zinno. They could not have been worse offensively in Game 1. How must-win is Game 2 from their perspective? And do you think Game 1 was their floor offensively in this series?
No, because Boston's defense is really good. And we keep forgetting about that. We keep focusing so much on, Jason Tatum in the offense that we forget it's a top 5 defensive efficiency team in the league this year for a reason, because they're really good. Look, somebody else, we said this going in. Luka did exactly what Luka was supposed to do in Game 1. He needs a cast. He's not going to be able to do it himself. He needs a cast of guys who can help him out. So I don't know if it was a bad shooting night for Dallas. I just don't know if there were other guys who just couldn't get their legs underneath them. But from the standpoint of Boston being able to repeat that defensive effort, yeah, I think absolutely they can. I mean, you can let Luka do what Luka does. Guess what? Nobody else can do anything else, and it's a lot easier to guard the rest of those guys than to try to keep Luka under control.
Yeah, if you tuned in to WagerTalk today, my appearance on Wednesday, I gave you a series bet, Kyrie Irving under 23.8 points per game. That's off to a great start because he finished with, 12, I believe, last night? Not good. Well, good if you bet the prop like I did. But here's how Dallas finished. 89 points on 41.7% shooting overall. Just 7 made threes. They were 26% overall from behind the arc. Didn't help themselves at the free throw line either, Mark. They missed 7 of 19 attempts at the charity stripe. That's just 63.2%. I'm not in love with Dallas at this current number of +7 for game 2. Obviously, if you're a zigzag person, you see a team off a blowout loss, you want to take them in the next game. But, I had Boston -6. I jumped on that right away in game 1. I think, honestly, I was expecting more of an adjustment from the odds makers here. Now, what's interesting is we saw a lot of money coming on the over for game 1, and that didn't hit because Dallas only scored, like I said, 89 points. The total, 214.5. I think we're going to see more points for sure in game 2 overall. I think even Boston has honestly room to improve offensively. They weren't that great for the free throw line, but the key, and we harp on this all the time, Mark, is if Boston's hitting their threes, the opponent's kind of dead. And because why? Well, they have so many attempts that they're just out-mathing Dallas. They had 42 attempts, and they shot 38%. When Boston's doing that, the other team's got no chance. Dallas has to have more three-point attempts, not just makes, to stand a chance in game 2. But I am expecting more points all around in the second game of this NBA Finals. Again, totals at 214.5. We've not seen any movement on that number yet, whereas in game 1, there was a ton of movement towards the over. But we've got 48 hours between now and tip-off to check that out. So stay tuned to the WagerTalk odds screen. You also want to check out the deals tab, by the way, on WagerTalk.com, where the rest of June's special still available. End the month with the bang, guys. You can get the rest of our plays for $199. That's all of Mark's plays for $199, all of my plays for $199. That's MLB. That's the rest of the NBA Finals. And for me, I'm going to have plays on the Euros as well in soccer, 17-5-1 run in soccer for me. So there you see it on the screen. Finish June with a bang. No coupon code needed. It is less than almost $7 per day, and you get all of our winners. And there's no limit. You can get Mark, you can get me, you can get any other WagerTalk handicapper as well. Okay, best bet time here on the show. We like Texas today, Mark. I said I can't understand why the White Sox are favored over the Red Sox. Well, I can't believe what the Giants are favored here in Arlington, quite frankly. Rangers are a better team than the Giants. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, a lot of this is because Logan Webb is on the mound, right? And on the surface, his 2.95 ERA and his 1.25 WHIP look great. But in reality, he's been a much different pitcher on the road this year. His ERA is nearly 3 runs higher on the road than it is at home. He is allowing opposing hitters to bat 287 on the road this year. This is a Texas lineup that, hasn't really scared anybody this year. And that's sort of the problem for me with backing Texas is they're just simply not scoring. But the Giants have lost 6 of the last 7 starts that Logan Webb has gotten on the mound. Their only win coming against the Dodgers, ironically enough, against all teams. So with Michael Lorenzen on the mound for Texas, he's been very solid. Nothing special, but certainly a guy, again, with a sub-3 ERA and a sub-1.1 WHIP. That's enough for me to back Texas here and hope that they can score enough runs as an underdog or even money, kind of play at home here against the San Francisco Giants.
You know what astounds me, Zinno, is the Rangers are only 15-15 at home this year, but they're only giving up 3.3 runs per game. The scoring has been a problem, but they're still scoring 4 runs per game. You would think, giving up that few runs per game, they would have a home record. The Giants on the road, on the other hand, they're giving up an average of 5.3 runs. You mentioned Webb, that he's a different pitcher away from home than he is in San Francisco. That's just kind of true, I guess, for the entire Giant staff. They just give up a lot more runs on the road than they do at home. So Texas is our show best for Friday. Let us know what you think of that down in the comments section below. Let us know what your favorite bets are for Major League Baseball on Friday down in the comments section below. Let us know what you like, your early leans for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, don't be shy. Hit that thumbs up. Smash that like button. We appreciate your support here on The Morning Wager, where we're dropping free plays each and every day, Monday through Friday. If you don't want to miss the show, just hit that subscribe button. That way you're instantly alerted to all of our exclusive sports betting content. You won't miss any of it. No one does more here than Wager Talk TV. All right, another show is in the books. For Mark Zinno, I'm Bryan Power. So have a great weekend, everybody. Catch some winners.